Well, Sundin is caught in traffic right now, so you get stuck with yours truly, at least for a little bit here. Again, Ken Conan with Raiders Streaming. Aaron Sundin, like I said, on his way, coming in hot. We will we'll get down into the action here. I'm going to try my best to keep score, and I'll just keep up with everything going on here. Again, Menomonie in town today. Menomonie, if you're not familiar with us, is coming in. Oh, and just as I had started the broadcast without him, here comes the talent. Hold on, sir. We got these warmed up for you. You bet. And welcome to the program.
Well, better late than never, right?
You were right on time, my friend. You're all good.
Good.
You're all good in the hood, as we say. Here. I'm happy you're here, too. I got a book there for you. I got a little roster. I did not fill in your, I know. I was busy doing other stuff.
Kenny.
Listen, there has to be something that I kind of hosed up. Careful with these here.
We will.
I got that whole counter for you.
Okay. Just stay off your turf.
Stay off my turf over here.
Okay.
Keep it real.
Well, I'm not sure. I missed the
so we had senior night. Yep, we had senior night.
Did they also introduce the 2023 Heart of the North? Or Heart of the North. Good grief.
They did not talk about the Heart of the North.
The Big Rivers.
They did not talk about that
Conference
either.
champions. Well, you're looking at them out in the field out there.
Go.
Your Hudson Raiders. So pretty exciting. Last league game of the year, conference game of the year. We get to see Jake the Snake on the mound, it looks like, tonight.
The Snake, that's the bus. It's the bus that's going to run over Menomonie today. Let's go.
First pitch from Bus. In there for a strike.
Likey. Yeah, so we had the moms and dads out there for all the seniors that was announced, which is always a great time. And we had the moms do a little photo together.
Cool. Ooh. Liner up the middle, base hit. Leadoff base hit there for number 2, James Hoff. So Mr. Hoff, we're going to start filling in our lineups here. Hoff is just
Welch is up next.
A sophomore. Owen Welsh, the batter, another sophomore. So Hudson beat Menomonie on Tuesday. And as a result of a couple losses from Chippewa, they are your conference champions. We will get into that here shortly. Runner at first, Hoff. First pitch. Ground ball. Looks like it's going to get in the 5-6 hole. A couple singles in a row here for Menomonie to start this game off.
Getting the bats going.
Yeah, a little confidence there. Jake throwing hard. A couple decent contacts. Hits there. Trayson Witt, your batter.
Busy day over there at the old Derek.
Yeah, I had a meeting that just was running late. They were wrapping it up. I started to pack my stuff up, and then there were probably 12 people in the room. 2 of them grabbed my arm and said, I got to go. So I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Like that.
So, yeah, and on that last base hit, the runner was going. So squares to bunt, throw down to first. That's going to get out into right field. Runners are going to advance. Kind of dies in the grass there.
They're sending him.
Home,
he blows a tire coming around third.
Good play. We got an injured runner there for Menomonie at first. That's Welsh. I think he tried to take off. All of a sudden, he was on the ground. So, timeout to take a look at him. Hoff, though, goes to third.
Got him on the corners right now, correct?
Runners at the corners.
Can't see first base to save my life.
Witt is your batter. That throw down to first got out into right field. Looks like Denny's umping again out there in the field.
Oh, is that what's going on? Oh, boy. We like to call him Old Eagle Eyes.
That's right.
Old Eagle Eye.
I think that's him.
Nothing gets past Denny.
Maybe not.
All right.
So runners at first and third here. Nobody out. Witt still your batter.
Does that count? We got a ball?
1 ball.
1-0. No outs. Runners at the corners.
See if Menomonie stays aggressive here with that runner at first, Welsh. Doesn't go that time. That one's just outside. 2-0.
Got some steam on that one.
Pitch from Bussin right in there for a strike, swing and a miss.
Well, we didn't mention earlier, if you're not in the area, it is about as gorgeous as it gets right now.
Nice day.
Mid-70s, light breeze, and just blue skies. The Canadian wildfire haze kind of has died down late afternoon here.
2-1 pitch, runner goes. That one's fouled off. So Menomonie, bottom of the conference, nothing to lose tonight, thinking, hey, let's get a little life.
Yeah.
They have playoffs next week as well. They will play in the first round on Tuesday. We'll check the schedules here in a little bit, see where they're going. Hudson, of course, has a bye. They play the winner of Eau Claire North and Memorial on Thursday. That will be at home, covered by Raider Streaming.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We'll be here.
2-2. Throw over to first. Runner back.
Yeah, it's interesting talking to Aaron Moen just at softball the other day, how the next round after Thursday, if we were to advance, is kind of is it a round robin? Is that the format?
Yep, we'll explain that here in a second. Curveball outside that time. So what happens is the sectional it's a 1 day. You play 2 games essentially if you want to go to state.
Okay.
And you go to Marshfield. There's actually 3 games there. So the top and the bottom of that bracket. Ground ball, shortstop. Runner's gonna score. Throw to 2 for 1. Over to first. Got him. Double play. Nice turn that time.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, nice play that time by Hudson on the defensive side. Zuli at shortstop there did the nice turn. That was in the gap in the 5-6 hole. So what happens is you go in, you play. I think Moen, I used to coach football with him.
Mo?
Yep, so call him Mo.
Nice. Sorry about that, Mo.
You will end up playing, and then potentially, if you win, if you have the second game, the games are at 10, noon, and 2.
Yep.
If you're in the noon game and you win, you play right away again at 2. So that's what he was talking about. It's kind of a grind back to back, but
nice.
Hudson certainly has
1-1.
Has enough there to with their pitching. That's where it really comes into play. You got to have the depth in the pitching,
right? The depth in pitching to be able to do that. He's in the dirt.
But it is an all-day thing. It's kind of, like a lot of these kids or young men when they played youth baseball.
Yeah.
You play a tournament, it's, it could be 4 games in a day. So 2-1. Ground ball down to third base. Handled over there. The throw over to first in time to retire the side. But Menomonie gets 1 on a couple hits. After 1/2 inning, it's Menomonie 2. Hudson coming up. Save the best for last up here.
They got a rotating shift, keeping an eye on you.
Yeah.
Sundin's up there. Get another guy in there.
Going up here with those guys.
We need 4 guys up there now.
We got the A crew tonight.
We do. The youngsters aren't too sure what to think of the music. I'll guarantee you that. So a couple of them looking in the booth from the dugout like, what's happening up in the booth tonight? You guys got to pay the piper sometimes. So Menomonie, after half an inning, pops 1 across the plate. 1 rip. Hudson coming up here.
Leading off for Hudson, Peyton Lawrence. Had a good time with his mom in here. The last game we covered, she was on the mic.
Oh, she was super fun. She was great. She was very, very funny.
Peyton Lawrence.
We may or may not have given her just a little bit of guff, and she was awesome.
Yep.
She gave us some guff too, so a little bit here and there. All righty.
You made sure to remind her what the name of your broadcasting was.
I will tell you what. There's just one thing that gets in my craw. That is it.
Now I know.
Now you know.
First pitch to Lawrence, fall back.
Now I know, he says with an evil laugh. Now I know.
0-1 here to Lawrence. That one's outside. 1-1. Lawrence, a senior. I'm sure he was, before the game, out with his parents. Ground ball up the middle, right back to the pitcher. Over to 1. for out number 1.
Pitcher relatively casual about that one. Just a one hopper back to him. Lifts the glove about eye level. Pops the catch. Pops it to 1. 1 out.
Brings up Hunter Carlson. My son was telling me Hunter's been on a little tear here hitting.
Is that right?
Something like 14 for 15 or something. So he's normally been hitting in the 5 spot, moving him up today to number 2. First pitch to Hunter. Grounded down first base line. Pitcher comes over to cover that, to retire the side. Couple quick outs here for Hudson.
2 down.
Up next to bat for the Hudson Raiders, Landon Zuli.
Brings up Landon Zuli, playing shortstop tonight.
Zulu, a nice double. Top of the
Double play, yep.
top of the first.
Four pitches so far for Menomonie. 2 quick outs. Curveball that time. Gets the corner.
Good pitch.
On the mound tonight for Menomonie, number 11, Trayson Witt.
Witt. Getting the green light up there. Yeah, his pitch count is pretty low so far. My goodness.
That one's fouled off. First baseman chases it, but out of play. I saw they were practicing or setting up a practice down in the hollow there, so
Oh, they
it's
cut the
still
grass
alive.
down there.
Cut the grass.
Good. Softball or baseball?
Softball.
Okay. I was hoping that field wouldn't go by the wayside. And
Yeah,
just,
I'm sure the boosters are kind of back in control of it, and
Yeah.
their season's, I'm sure, up and running already. Pitch was high that time. 1-2.
Yeah, what is softball season for, is it club or
May.
booster? May?
Starting
okay.
May.
Okay.
It's kind of become one of those year-round sports like everything else. Baseball,
Really,
the same thing.
Really.
1-2 pitch here to Zuli. Ja, got him.
Woo.
Inside corner, good cut. But 1-2-3 for Hudson. No runs, no hits, nobody left. After 1, it's Menomonie 1, Hudson 0.
Welcome back to Raider Field here. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Turstig on our camera today. Thanks for joining us on a glorious evening, afternoon over here in Huttown, USA. Menomonie up by 1 after 1.
Leading off the second inning here for Menomonie, Cage Sorensen.
Like that name, Cage Sorensen.
Cage.
It's like an action. It's like an action hero.
Fast pitch strike that time.
Wow, that's some heat there.
Pitch to Sorensen. Curveball in there for a strike.
Woo!
0-2.
Got the corner on that one. Have we confirmed or denied if Denny's out in the field?
I don't know.
Let's get some eyes on that
I
guy
don't know.
quick.
That one's outside.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
You're going no. Okay.
Yep. I was looking at the walking, and I thought it was him. 1-2. That one's outside. Counts even at 2-2. Old Denny. He's a Hudson resident that retired but still umpires and referees football, and so we had a good chat with him the other day.
Good guy.
Full count. Curveball misses. Sorensen draws the leadoff walk.
Oh, they're getting it looked at here. Good. Walk. Okay.
Brings up Ben Beistel.
Beistel, this guy's a big rig. Holy cow. He's taking a hard look down the third base line right now.
Listening to his coach.
Yep.
What's the call?
What are we doing
Again,
here?
see how aggressive they want to be. Pretty good lead over there at first by Sorensen. Throw over to first. That one gets away. Runner's not going to advance. Just kind of gets caught up in the grass there. Probably a good call. Sorensen Rubs the dirt off. Says, try it again.
Again.
He's got an aggressive lead over there. He's out there 10, 12 feet right now. Pitch to Beistel is a strike.
Right down the pipe on that one.
Still just kind of Menomonie runners saying, hey, better look at me over here. That one's fall back.
Nope, I didn't hear the forerunner.
0-2. You know they make bubble wrap for those.
Do they really?
Sure. Baseball bubble wrap, just throw it on. Park where we want. Runner goes, throw down to second. Off the bag. Sorensen is in there, standing up. I think you're going to see that tonight with Menomonie. Just a lot of aggressiveness on the base paths and hit and run situations.
Nothing to lose, right? I mean, you are where you are right now.
And they were last in the conference. So ground ball into the hole. It's going to get through. Sorensen, the runner, rounds third, puts the brakes on. So Menomonie with a couple aboard here to start the second inning. Nobody out.
Now, old Menomonie getting the bats rolling here early
Brings
on.
up Isaiah Burt. Again, see what they want to do. Not might see them. They squared the bunt the last inning, trying to sacrifice. Runner at first, not a big lead there. Throw back to second. Throw to second is off. That's a force play. Run does score. They do get the runner at first. Just a little mix up there.
Bit.
So Burt reaches on the fielder's choice. Not sure if Jake just kind of forgot about that runner at third. He went right away to second, probably thinking to turn two.
Yeah.
But the runner at third had started to break towards the plate.
So you got one down. Menomonie pops another one across the plate. Going to play her out at second right now for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they're making contact out here.
Yes,
Fly
they
ball out
are.
to left field.
Caught, and that second place runner will head back to second. He had a big old lead there.
Ramtham makes the catch out there. Eli's out in left field.
Next, number 8, AJ Zadowski.
Two down here. Menomonie popped another
AJ
one.
Zadowski, your batter. 2 outs. 1 run in for Menomonie. Runner at second is Beistel.
1-0.
Pitch from Jake.
Wow.
Gets him to go on that. 1-1.
Knocked a little dust off the glove there. Nice.
Another fastball
wow.
there. 1-2 here. 2 outs.
Like the little Vornado fan we got in here right now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Keeps the air moving a little bit.
Jake delivers.
A little high.
Batter holds. 2-2. Old Glory's blocking my view for a second
I
there.
know, right?
2-2 here on the batter. Zadowski. Pitch from Jake. Got him swinging.
K-time.
Couple strikeouts there for Jake. For Menomonie, though, they get a run on 1 hit. They leave 1 after 1.5. It's Menomonie 2, Hudson 0. They just announced that the walk-up songs for the batters have been picked by their parents. So, man, I could have a lot of fun with that. That was my kids.
Right? That is just a wild card waiting to be played. Oh, yeah.
We've talked about those walk-up songs before. I think you said Thunderstruck.
I cannot. That song, for whatever reason, is just the bomb. God, I love it.
Jake
For a
Bussin
walk-up.
leading off the second inning here for Hudson. They picked a Bee Gees song for Jake, so that's a good choice.
Love it.
See if Jake can get on base here. Start this inning. Curveball in there for a strike. Good pitch.
Little Bee Gees, little throwback to the 70s there.
Yeah.
Tell you, I did tune in my Spotify day to 79.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Jake swings, fouls that one off. 0-2. Yeah, what'd you hear? A little Boston. It was probably a lot of disco.
Yeah, it was funny. There was a fair amount of like disco in there. Like, is it Suzanne Summers?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that, right?
Well, Suzanne Summers was on Three's Company. You're thinking of Donna Summers.
Donna Summers, yeah. That's right. That's right.
0-2. Ken, the 70s were a little foggy for him. The 80s were worse.
Well, hey, don't give me secrets away on the air, all right? Let's keep it between us girls.
But, I mean, right era. Suzanne Summers was
yes.
a hot commodity back at that
yes.
in those days, too. 1-2 on Jake. Fouls that one back.
I think a couple of my buddies of mine had posters in the room of Suzanne Summers back with that feathered hair.
Come and knock on my door.
Donna Summers, thank you.
Yeah.
I can always count on you for the flashbacks.
I had older siblings, so I was young back in those days, but
yeah, most of the songs.
1-2 pitch, got him swinging.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, most of the songs I was familiar with, but there's a handful. I'm like, no, I don't know this one. Good stuff, though.
It was a weird transition area because you had, I mean, the 70s had some of the best rock music you're going to find.
Oh, my gosh,
then,
right?
Of course, disco came along.
Which was crazy, yep.
Wyatt Gavin, your batter.
Wyatt
even the band Kiss got into the disco. Remember that? Remember what their disco song was?
I don't. Well,
Gavin swings at the first pitch for strike one.
You may need to remind me.
I was made for
loving
you. Remember?
Baby.
And everybody thought they sold out.
That was their disco song. Interesting.
That was their disco song.
That was pretty.
Oh, I mean, it
a little lighter than some of their other stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Gavin falls that one back.
Kind of stretching for that one a bit. 0-2.
With the pitchers doing a good job getting ahead in the count here. Only 15 pitches so far for him.
He's throwing stuff they like. They're just not getting the bat on it.
Right. 0-2 here. 1 out. Witt delivers. That one's outside.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Just like clockwork. Yep. I know when it's coming.
You do.
1-2 here. Pitch to Gavin. Out and down to second base. Bobbles it for a second. Sets and throws. Able to get him by about a step. Hard hit ball that time. Second baseman recovered. Made the throw for out number 2.
Up next for your Hudson Raiders, Jack Solheim.
Soulhide. The Soul Train up next. That was back in the 70s. Remember
Soul Train. I remember that show. Absolutely.
The Soul Train. It was so funny. They had TV shows on with just people dancing, basically, right?
That's what it was. American Bandstand was the same thing.
Same deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember a show called The Midnight Special?
I don't.
First pitch to Soulhide. Look it up on Google.
Midnight Special.
That was earlier in the 70s, but it was like live music, so bands would come and play live music.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, there were some really good bands and music back in those days, and it was a cool show, but it was a variety show like that. All live music, though, instead of the
good pitch.
DJ playing the tunes.
Sure. 1-1. Interesting. Midnight Train, you said?
Midnight Special.
Midnight Special. Merging Soul Train and Midnight Special.
Oh, good pitch that
goodness.
time. 1-2.
He framed that one nicely. Good job by the catcher. I think it was a good pitch, too. Oh, I'm going to stretch the legs out here.
1-2 here. Pitch from Witt. Foul back.
Stretching for that one. 2 down. 1-2.
Yeah, the 70s.
Tina Turner, she gone.
I know. That was sad, wasn't
Total
it?
bummer. Yeah, she was something.
She was quite a performer.
She was.
1 and 2. That one's fall back.
Can't believe
My kids, or my wife and daughter, went to go see a play about her that was just over at
the Broadway
I think
deal.
at the Orpheum. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. And they're big into the plays and musicals and that kind of thing, and they both said that was the best one they'd seen. And that's probably out of a dozen they've probably gone to the last 5 years.
If you were ever going to get me to one of those, that'd be the one.
Yeah, the live music.
Yep.
Strike 3 on Solheide. Hudson, not much that inning. A couple of strikeouts, no runs, no hits, nobody left. After 2, Menomonie 2, Hudson 0.
Welcome back to Raider Field. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tiersteak on our camera tonight. Menomonie up by 2.
Nick Hirsch in to pitch for the Raiders. Jake Bussin, a couple innings, he'll still be in your lineup, I think. So Coach Blagan mixing and matching a little bit today. Of course, it's senior night, so probably we've got a couple. I think most of the seniors will make an appearance if they haven't yet already. Saw a little bit of Hirsch. I think it was last game we covered. Throws hard, got some movement on a curveball. First pitch from him, bunted.
Whoa!
Hard bunt back.
Back
to the top of the order here for Menomonie.
Hoff up there.
James Hoff.
HOFF.
Singled his first at bat and scored. Pitch from Hirsch. That one's a little high. First couple batters here for Menomonie, just sophomores. You can kind of tell the size difference a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Hirsch
crazy.
is a sophomore, though, too, so big, tall kid. That one's popped up, foul back. Ooh, that one hit the roof.
Oh, clear the forerunner at least. It'll just be a trickle off the old the roof here. That was solid.
1 and 2. Wind up and the delivery from Hirsch. Curveball, nasty. That one dropped.
Beauty, K-time.
Nice pitch by
wow, that was sweet.
Mr. Hirsch.
Up next, number 1, Owen Welch.
If my forerunner got some damage and I called my insurance guy, he'd probably be like, "No, I'm not taking your call anymore." With all the hail damage and everything last year, I mean, like we had 2 cars, the house all the way around, the roof, the gutters.
Yep. You're on the naughty list.
I am definitely on that list.
Line drive out to center field. Parked underneath it is Lawrence for out number 2. Well hit, though. Impressed with those 2 sophomores up at the top.
Yeah.
Hitting the ball anyway.
Nice line drive, just center field, playing that one just right.
Brings up the pitcher, Trayson Witt.
Witt having a really efficient night thus far with his pitch count.
Menomonie got the old traditional baseball socks cooking tonight. See those stirrups there?
That's what we used
Those
to
are
wear,
old
isn't
school,
it?
man.
Yeah.
1-0. That one's tight. 2-0.
Yeah, I used to love rolling those things up. Yeah, that is a throwback right there.
Yeah,
I like
they
that.
don't see those very much. Now you see the long pants like
Yeah.
the Hudson guys have.
Yeah, I like are they knickers? Is that what you call the pants?
I don't think they
Not
call
so
them that.
much.
They call them short baseball pants.
Short baseball pants.
Yep. Flutters.
Listen, in the fashion world, we call them knickers.
You would have been pinning your pants probably back in the day.
You bet.
3-0.
That's how we rolled in Roch.
4-pitch walk that time with 2 outs.
Kip. Johnson will come up to the plate for...
Up next, number 5, Kane Johnson.
Kane Johnson, the batter. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Witt.
Right.
Number 21, Mitch Quilling.
Courtesy runner.
Quilling sports the old blades there on the eyes, on the sunglasses.
Oh, man, you can't find those. Those things are so popular. Now, this young man's got the pants on. Now, are just some of the team rolling
I think
that?
it's just, what you want to go with.
Choose
it's a
your own
free-for-all.
deal? Okay. All right. Okay. Just
Pitch
go with
to
it.
Johnson is a ball.
It's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all.
Who sang that song?
That's a good song. Oh, gosh.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm just schooling you today.
Just not
trivia.
that good with the trivia.
That one's popped up. Rambo Chase makes a chase over there. Gets underneath it. Oh. Drops into foul territory. 1-1. Come on. Think about it.
Hold on. I want to say like Rush, but that's not right.
Dude.
Help me out. Billy Squire.
Ted Nugent. The Nuge.
Nuge. I love that guy too, by the way. I love how in his concerts he's shooting bow and he's rocking.
Yeah.
He's a maniac.
He's a free spirit, that's for sure.
1-1.
Strike. Good pitch that time.
1-2, 2 outs. Yeah, he's a nut. I love that dude.
This is kind of fun. So after
fun?
after Nuge had a solo career, what band did he join?
Oh goodness.
With hang on. Strike 3. We'll come back to that. For Menomonie, no runs, no hits, 1 left. After 2.5, it is Menomonie 2, Hudson 0.
Welcome back to Raider Field over here. Raiders streaming in the box tonight, covering this one live. Menomonie up by a pair right now, bottom of the third. Hudson ready to get some hits rolling here. Witt
got to get the offense cooking.
Witt's got him befuddled just a little bit so far. We'll see if Rambo can get something going.
Ryan Rambo up to the plate.
The Rambo.
Leading off top of 3. Hudson, no hits yet so far. See if they can get something rolling here. Witt, first pitch. That one's foul back.
Yeah, I'm really pressing my luck parking back there. Feeling it tonight.
Well, Ken, you're old enough to know better, as my mother would tell me.
I am a bit of a gambler, though. I don't know what the upside is, though. Like, what do I win?
Upside, right.
Do I win something? No. You win.
Just misses outside.
You win the fact you get the park close.
Correct. That's the trade-off, is you get to basically walk, 20 steps to get into the building?
And load up all my junk. Yep.
So, or a broken windshield. Up to you. 1-1. Curveball low.
We're going to
2-1.
Reassess after the game tonight.
Yep. All right, so as Ryan hits here, let's go back to my question. What band did Nugent go to in the 80s? Kind of a power band, and meaning it had other people from other bands. Ooh, that one's tight.
Sheesh.
3-1. I'll give you a hint. The last part of the name is actually a baseball team.
Sounds like it's part of a baseball team.
Yep. I'm going to let you chew on it a little bit, Ken.
Sensors are in the booth. Knock that off.
3-1. Strike that time.
So say that one more time. The last part of the name.
The word has two words. Okay. The band name has 2 words, and the last part is a baseball team. Full count here on Rambo. Witt delivers. That one's fouled off. You tell me when you give up. Had a few tunes. I mean, they weren't super huge, but they were big just because they had big names in it.
Right. It was like a conglomerate that was together for a bit, but not long.
Correct. Nuge was the guitar player. Full count. That one's popped up high in the sky. Could be a tough play. Not sure who's going to call that. Left field comes. Oh, my snow cone catch out there.
Goodness sakes.
Almost overran that one.
Got it, though.
All right, here comes Eli Rambo. Back-to-back Rambos.
The double Rambo here. Some interesting walk-up music going on here. A large tuba playing.
One out here for Hudson. Bottom of 3.
I got it. Damn Yankees.
Who texted you?
Nobody. I didn't touch anything.
You're right.
Dude!
You're right.
Bam! Bringing home, who texted you?
Takes
He
a little
says.
long for the wheels to turn up there, but
Listen, but ace, boom, right in the
okay.
sink.
So what bands were some of the other people?
Oh, now you got to own me. Now it's not good enough.
Rambo.
Get
kicks
in
it out
there.
to left field. That was going to drop in for a base
Woo!
hit.
Come on, Rambo!
Jammed him on the handle there, but he's able to get that out. Dropped into left field.
Take it. Rantham up to bat now. Rambo over to
Eli
first.
Ramtham, your batter. So in that band, you had Tommy Shaw from Styx.
Okay.
You had, I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was the Night Ranger lead singer.
He was their lead?
Yeah, and there were a couple other guys. There, in fact, that might have been Styx guys and Night Ranger guys and Nuge. But
Interesting. Damn Yankees. Like that.
you went through the whole baseball team
I
order.
did. I literally was like, okay, let's see.
First pitch to Rantham. That one's outside.
That was a good clue. Thank you for that.
Well, it seemed relevant since we're
We had a baseball
out here
game.
today.
Yeah. 1-0.
Eli
1-0.
with a good lead over there at first. Pitch to Rantham. Strike.
1-1. Come on, Rantham, get us going here.
One and one. Witt taking his time. Curveball that time. Fouled off. First baseman gives it a chase, but that's going to get out. Running 1-2 here on Rantham.
Next week, we're gearing up for the senior party, my friend.
When is it?
June 3rd.
Ooh, that is next week.
Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a doozy. Yeah, that'll be fun.
1-2. Got him.
Oh, goodness, on the outside there.
Working that corner. 4 strikeouts so far for Witt, so he's having a day. Only 36 pitches.
Peyton Lawrence.
Yep, senior all-night party coming up right after graduation next weekend. That's going to be a fun one if you're not signed up. Missing out. It's going to be good.
You got to be
Prizes.
to specify though. You got to be a senior, and I'm not talking old. I'm
That's
talking
right.
an
Senior,
18-year-old,
that's right, at
fourth-year
Hudson.
high school student.
That's right. No,
Okay.
no fifth years. Cade and all his crew. Can we go to that thing?
Right.
You guys, come on.
Lawrence, the batter, throw down to first. Rambo gets back. Yeah,
I'll tell you,
well,
the year
you know,
that Cade was a senior, my son Jack was a senior, that was a fun year. You were running the casino area,
Yeah.
and we just had a blast back there. I
yeah, that was fun. That was
really enjoyed that. John Walters
Kinda.
was back there working.
John
He
was
was
there.
working the roulette with me.
Yep.
Or I should say I helped him. He was running it.
Yeah, they got a good setup there. I'm sure. I'm hoping they're still doing it, but they got all the equipment or all the stuff they needed to set the tables up from the Pepperfest crew.
Which
So
is
Donnie Bazard up there, who
super cool.
long-time Hudson guy. 1-1 here. That one's lined out to center field. Center fielder chasing it, able to make the play and retire Lawrence for out number 3. For Hudson, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 3, it's Menomonie 2, Hudson 0.
Welcome back. It's the top of the 4th. This thing's kind of trucking right along tonight
Kinda
so
is,
far.
yeah.
My goodness. Menomonie up by 2. In top of 4 here.
Yeah, just a different start for Hudson tonight. When we covered them against North, of course, that was a run rule game. They won 15-0, but
Yeah.
everybody was hitting the ball. Tonight, the pitcher for Menomonie, Witt, keeping them under control. Just 1 hit so far. So we'll see. A lot of game to be played yet, but so far, Menomonie looking like they're ready to play ball.
Yeah.
Up next for your Menomonie Mustangs, number 22, Cage Sorensen.
All right, let's get this scoreboard cooking.
Paige Sorensen, another sophomore, leading off the top of the fourth. Hirsch, your pitcher for Hudson. First pitch in there for a fastball strike.
Right down Carmichael on that one.
Hirsch in the windup in the 0-1 pitch. That one's a little low.
How did Old RF land in the BRC this year?
Behind, I think they were third.
Okay.
That one's fall back. They had an injury to their top pitcher, so I know that kind of threw them a little bit for a loop. But
Okay.
they were one of the teams that beat Chippewa last week, which,
Okay.
again, we mentioned before, Hudson is your Big Rivers Conference champion this year with just one loss in the conference. Chippewa ended up with 3, I believe.
Okay.
Now, I think everybody has another game tonight, so that could change. But 1-2 here on Sorensen. That one's grounded down to third. Rambo gets a glove on it. Slips underneath him, so Sorensen's on.
Tricky little one hopper in the grass over there on that third base line.
Brings up number 16, Ben Beistel. Sorensen, pretty good lead over there. We saw early in the game, Menomonie was being aggressive on the base pass. Hitting runs. Had a stolen base. See if that stays the case here. Runner goes. That one's grounded in again to the 5-6 hole. I think Beistel put one there the last time as well.
Did.
So
He did. That's his spot.
first 2 runners on here for Menomonie to start the fourth.
Yeah, that's the exact spot. Beistel put it that first at bat. Good hit.
Isaiah Burt, the batter.
What do you got cooking for the weekend? That's Memorial coming up.
Oh, man, I got a busy
You don't
one.
have to give anything away if
I'm
you don't want to.
Headed
but,
up north. I've got
Fun.
I've got a niece that graduated high school.
All right.
We'll
Out
do
of
a
Spooner?
grad party. Yep.
All right.
And then I got a family reunion
Same this weekend as well.
up there. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And going to stay at our cabin.
Fun.
Actually, I'm staying through Tuesday, so I'm having an extra long weekend
That sounds
to
great.
go along with the holiday.
That sounds great. Well deserved. And this is
And
a
everybody's going. So
Sundin reunion?
This is my mom's side. So
Okay.
a lot of cousins, and I'll probably see a couple uncles. And
Nice.
so it's been going on for a long, long time.
That's fun. It's a fun tradition, though.
Yeah.
That's
And I have a
awesome.
cousin up there that has, he actually flies planes. He's got, he's retired,
Yeah.
but he's a pilot. So he's got an airport hangar up there that hosts us for the party, and sometimes he'll bring an airplane and give airplane rides or helicopter
Oh,
rides. He's got
my.
all those. Keeps him actually in New Richmond.
Super cool. And that's uncle?
Cousin.
Cousin.
Like second cousin.
Super cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when my kids were younger, we'd go to this. We'd usually go up for Memorial Day every year, and we would go to this. And we haven't gone now probably since my kids were in high school. So it's been
Okay.
5 or 6 years. Pre-COVID, so 2018, 2017, something like that.
Yeah.
Hope to get a little fishing in, though, Ken.
Yeah.
That's my
I hear they're
my
biting
goal.
right now. I hear they're biting. My kiddo was pulling a bunch of sunnies and a couple bass out of Bass Lake.
sweet.
Things been pretty fun over there.
2-0 here. Squaring to bunt. That one gets away. Sorensen aggressive out there with his lead. I'm not sure. Hirsch was kind of checking him, and worried about the runners there. Both runners advance, so now runners at second and third, nobody out. 3-0 count here.
Mm-hmm. So Bert.
Hirsch comes back there. Green light. Foul back.
I'm going to check out a Saints game this weekend.
Oh, those are fun.
They are. Been a while since I've been to one. I think I've only been to the new stadium one time. The old stadium we used to go to a fair amount.
Yeah, that's a cool stadium.
Yeah.
That one's outside for ball 4. Burt draws the walk, loads up the bases here.
No outs either.
Brings up number 7, Caleb Rhines.
Hoping to get a little lake time myself. Out on the old pontoon.
Where are you going? On the river?
I don't know, TBD. The river this time of year with all the debris that gets kicked up is just a little
outside.
Sketchy for me. Probably hit a lake, maybe Wapo up north there. It's kind of a fun one. They've got a nice little restaurant bar you can pull into up there, and I don't know.
Do you have a pontoon at your house? Oh, got him. Off the thigh there. Hit by pitch. Draws a runner in. Base is still loaded. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're all good. Pontoon is not at the house. We got the small fishing boat at the house. I feel like I can only have so many boats in my front yard before my neighbors start to give me grief.
Yeah.
So we've got my son's fishing boat's up the driveway.
Okay.
Pontoon's hidden.
It sounds like a top secret thing.
I can't tell
I'm
you.
not asking for a ride. I'm just
I
asking.
can't tell you where it's at, all right? Just stop grilling me, okay? Because I'm not going to tell you. Because you're going to go on a ride sometime. We're going to bring a cooler out. You're going to have some fun.
All right.
And you're going to be like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everything's fun with you, Ken.
No, thanks. Get you and the Andersons out. That'd be kind of fun. Get the 6 of us out on a little putt around somewhere.
We had of course, I grew up around lake, so getting on a lake was never difficult. But we had a cabin up in Cumberland for a number of years.
Oh, yeah. Love Cumberland.
And we just had the pontoon up there, and I had a little fishing boat, but that was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of good memories doing that.
Yeah, Jeff has a buddy of the cabin down on that lake in Cumberland as you cross the bridge towards Louis.
Beaver Dam?
Yeah.
Yep.
And nice little lake. It's skinny, narrow,
actually,
but pretty cool little lake.
It's actually fairly large. You know, there's not a lot of huge lakes up there, but that's a decent-sized one. First pitch from Hirsch is a strike. Base is still loaded. They're coming in on a squeeze play. That one's fouled back. Boy, talk about aggressive.
He was almost to the plate.
Well, that's the plan. So there's a couple there's a few outcomes. We just saw one. You foul it off, so you play it over. The other option is if he misses, guess what? You got to play at the plate.
That's right.
If he lays it down, you get a run. So, but again, Menomonie,
aggressivo.
Nothing to lose.
Nope.
Figuring, hey, they're feeling some energy here. No squeeze play that time. Got him. 3-pitch out that time for
Next, number 2, James Hoff.
Mr. Hirsch. Back to the top of the lineup. James Hoff, 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to Hoff. Ooh, that got him in the back. Ouch.
Sakes.
Ouch. Couple hit by pitch this inning.
Couple guys
That's
wearing
gonna
it
sting.
right now. Yep. You don't like doing that as a pitcher.
No.
It's
I mean, those are just pitches that get away from you.
unlike the pros where those guys
Throw a little chin music just to
they'll-
make sure they're respected.
Little brush back here and there. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hunter Carlson out there to talk to him. Hirsch just a sophomore, so again, not probably in these situations much at the varsity level.
Right.
But you learn. That's how you learn. Right?
That's 100% right. This this will pay dividends down the road for him.
Owen Welsh is the batter. 1 out here, still bases loaded. That one's in there for a strike.
Good pitch.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the bases are juiced, so you got to just throw strikes and
Yep.
not necessarily going to blow it past you, but that's why you got a defense. That one's a blow by for strike number 2.
got one out. 0-2.
That one's fall back. Rambo gives it a look. Oh, over there to make the catch. Nobody covering at home. Runner tags. Uh-oh. Ball going towards the Hudson dugout. Again, another tag play. That one's going to be late. So again, Menomonie just aggressive out there. Seeing an opportunity with the home plate vacated. That's one of those things, you know, all of a sudden, as a catcher, you got to understand the situation where you've got that runner at third. Rambo made a beautiful play right at the fence there, but unfortunately the plate was vacated. Pitcher wasn't covering, so they were able to tag, make that play. Nice call by the third base coach for Menomonie.
Pop 2 more for half dozen.
2 more.
Okay. 2 down?
Yep.
Thank you.
It's kind of, you know, baseball and softball. You talk about other things, risk reward, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's risk reward. What's the risk and what's the reward in some of these situations? It's hard because kids are learning. You're trying to make a play, but ground ball, foul down the third baseline. But I can remember as a coach, just like, okay, teaching moments.
Sure.
So it's like,
sure.
we made a play, or you know, trying to get that runner over here. Well, when we threw it, all of a sudden it went to the dugout, another run scored. So that's the risk reward you got to think about. That one's outside, 1-1.
Lot going on out there, right? I mean, it's just a bit of a scramble play.
Yeah, and Hudson not helping their cause here. I mean, 3 errors so far. That's a curveball in the dirt. Nice stop that time by Carlson. 1-1.
Yeah, I got 2-1.
2-1.
That was generous. 2-2. Caught that outside corner.
Two.
Full count. Been a big inning.
Trace and Witt. Full count. Hirsch comes. That one's outside. Again, the base runners for Menomonie getting pretty good leads. And again, the way they've been kind of calling this game, I wouldn't be surprised to see if all of a sudden, if they catch the battery, pitcher catcher kind of sleeping, you might see a delayed steal.
I'll tell you what, I do like an aggressively called game like this. It's fun.
It is, unless you're on the other side.
Agreed.
Right.
I'm rooting for Hudson, but I'll tell you what, I have much respect for the way they're calling this, and it's been entertaining to watch.
Oh, you can hear you probably couldn't hear it as well, but they were all down here jumping around, chest bumping. Kane Johnson, your batter. Again, big leads out there on the base pass. Throw down to second. Oh, boy, that was close. Nice gun that time by Carlson. Keeping an eye on those runners again. You got to keep them in check or they're going to continue to take those long secondary leads. One. Hirsch comes to the plate. That one's popped up. Left fielder Rantham out of his glove. Runner's going to try to score. That one's going to get away. Woo, all right.
Wow.
Well, 1 run in for Menomonie. Actually, 2 more in for Menomonie on that. Ramthun just just kind of overran it a little bit, hanging up there. Throw came in, overthrow, another run scored. So Menomonie now with 6 in this inning.
Yeah, we've seen a couple over to that left side there that have just been a little misplayed by the crew. Not only our team, but the Menomonie as well. There's a snow cone out there, and then, like you said, we had a couple just recently that were not caught.
Witt, the batter that time, it actually advanced to third base. So, again, runner in scoring position here for Menomonie. 2 out, Sorensen the batter. One and one.
Menomonie definitely piling them on this inning. My goodness.
That one's fouled back. Take a little walk there, give Blue a chance to shake that one off. Got him right in the shoulder.
Does that pad reach up to your shoulder, or is it just chest, man?
Yeah, you've got
little.
chest, but you've got the shoulder protection there too.
Still a zinger. It doesn't look like he has barely any pads on. Really?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
Yep. He's padded up. Got under his pants. He's got some shin guards too.
I don't care.
I'm going to tell you one of the things that's actually one of the hardest things to do as an umpire is stand all day. Like if you do a tournament, so you can see the kind of shoes they wear with the big soles on them.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, it helps. Ooh, that's a good pitch.
Got him.
Got him with the curveball. But Menomonie strikes 6 runs on just 1 hit. Some walks, a couple errors. Not a great inning for Hudson defensively. After 4.5, it is Menomonie 8, Hudson 0. All right, top of the 4th here. Hudson trailing 8-0. Witt, the pitcher for Menomonie, still in there. Unofficially 39 is his pitch count.
Leading off this inning for your Hudson Raiders, Hunter Carlson.
Brings up Hunter Carlson. Hudson with just 1 hit. See if they can get a little rally going here. Haven't put many balls in play, or had many hard hit balls yet. Let's see if we can change that a little bit. Good start here with Hunter. He's been on a tear from what I understand. See if he can get something going. First pitch from Witt. That one's outside. Ooh, boy, that's a generous call there by the umpire. Outside corner for a strike.
What do you got for a count here, my friend?
Just 0-1.
0-1, okay. Splash some water, and who's batting?
Hunter Carlson.
Carlson, thank you.
0-1 pitch to Hunter. That's a curveball. A little high, but good placement. 1-1 here on Carlson. You haven't started talking about hot dogs or brats yet. Are you sick?
Well,
that one's low. 2-1. Or did you eat already?
I'm going to shoot you straight. I had a huge lunch.
Okay.
Like, I met one of my buddies over near Ridgedale.
Yeah.
He's such a good guy. Oh, my gosh.
That one's in there for a strike. 2-2.
So he's like,
he's a good guy because he bought you lunch or what?
No, we split.
Okay.
But he's like, oh, these shrimp. Oh, you gotta try these things. They're just great. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. So we had an appetizer. And then he's like, oh, you gotta get one of those burgers. I'm gonna get something too. And so
that one's hit well out to right field. Right fielder back. Nice play by him on his horse. Makes the catch over the shoulder to retire Hunter. Hunter gave it a ride, but
he did.
In play, and the right fielder made the catch.
So I don't get out much to fancy restaurants.
Yeah?
This place was pretty nice. Bacho or something or other.
Mm-hmm.
Wagyu hamburger.
Whoa. Get out of here.
I was getting real fancy. Hanging, I'm over there in my Adidas sweatshirt. Everybody's all gussied up, and I'm like that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, came in from Hudson. Lighten up.
I'm not from Roseville.
No, it's Ridgedale. So it's
you're down that
Wayzata.
way. Oh, yeah.
Minnetonka.
I'm not a St. Louis Park guy. What do you think I am?
SLP. Come on. Hudtown, baby.
1-0 here on Zuli. Curveball that time in there for a
great
strike.
pitch. Yeah, I'm much more comfortable over at Jonesy's.
Fair
Jonesy's,
enough.
Willow River, Barker's. Those are kind of my spots.
Yeah.
I hear I need to hang out at Ziggy's, though.
For the food?
I hear their food is getting good.
Is it? That one's fall back.
Word on the street. I did go there the other night with some friends. Watched a piano guy.
That's fun.
Have you been to that?
Yep, I have.
Super fun. Yeah. I was very impressed. And I'm not easily impressed.
Do you usually, when those guys usually, if you give them a little tip, they'll play a special song. Did you do any special song for your lady? Zuli swings and misses for strike number 3.
We were so we're simple folks.
Simple
so
folk.
we were so blown away by the fact that somebody was playing piano and singing.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do. Hardly. I mean, we were like, "Wow, this is
that
great!
black and white thing.
This music is awesome!" And so we barely knew what to do. We couldn't control ourselves. So no, we did next time. So we're building to that next time.
All right. Well,
we're going to bring up
think
a tenor,
about what your wife likes, and my wife likes. She's always loved the song Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally.
And so if I can get somebody to play that, that's kudos in my book.
That's a +1.
Hirsch, the batter. First pitch is outside. But anything, of course, piano, Billy Joel, Elton John, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I
All
like
good.
that.
Who you got up to bat right now?
This is Hirsch, so he came in for Bussin', so that's why he's batting in that
that's
spot.
why
That
I'm
one's
like-
high. 2-0.
That's why I'm all confused here. Thank you. Yeah, my gal, she's into that. She likes that ABBA. She likes
Yeah?
Alan Jackson, ABBA. Alan Jackson probably would. I'd get something like that.
That's quite a contrast.
Oh yeah, she's very, very diverse in her her music culture. Yep. Yep. Alan Jackson, though, I tell you, I didn't know much about that guy until she introduced me to him, and I'm
He's
like, this guy's
fantastic.
really
I
good.
saw him in concert last summer. 3-0. That one's in there for a strike.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I think
Where'd you see him at?
might be his last. Sorry to tell you, but he's got a nerve condition. And
I know.
my cousins with the Intel, they're Nashville talent people. They said, see him while you can. So we saw him at Excel. It was a great show.
The last 3 shows, I've got tickets to see Alan Jackson canceled. And I think it's probably because of what's coming down the pipe here, which, nothing against him. I get it.
Well,
and that
yeah,
guy's been on the road for, 50 years?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a legend.
Yep.
So fun. Yeah, the one and only time I've seen him live was at the State Fair.
Okay.
And that was really fun.
Did you boogie to Chattahoochee? Full count. That one's in the dirt. Hirsch
yeah.
draws the 2-out walk.
So I didn't know much about him. And in that concert, I'm like, this guy's rocking.
Yeah.
I'm singing along. You'd think I knew every song. Because,
Yeah.
after you get kind of every song of his is kind of a sing-along.
Yep.
So you figure it out. Code's pretty simple. Yeah, super fun. Met some, oh, God, no, I won't go there. Never mind.
Met some some AJ groupies.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Waiting in line at the porta potty. You meet all sorts of folks over there.
Yeah. Wyatt Gavin, your batter. Again, Hudson just with one hit here, so
Pretty amazing.
Hirsch with the lead at first. Pitch to Gavin. That one's in there for a strike.
Framed up nicely by the catcher. Been consistent, though. That outside edge has been
Yeah.
hot all day.
Yeah.
It's funny, that stupid Instagram. I scroll through that. I got to stop scrolling through that thing.
Dude.
Drives me nuts. So the other day I'm scrolling through, and there's some little leaguers, and their dads are filming, or mom, or whoever.
Yeah.
And there's an ump, and the ball is 5 feet off the plate. The catcher literally came over 3 feet and
Yeah.
ref strike.
Or umpire, but yep, I get
Excuse
what
me.
you're saying.
You know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. You know that. Yeah, the umpire calls strike. Oh, just everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
It's probably like you
Pitch
said
in
the
there.
other day. Sometimes those umps got places to be, and sometimes
Well,
those strikes are going to come a little bit
It's
easier.
something- Everybody has a bad day, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't know if somebody's had a Snickers or not. They just show up and
Is that one of my favorite ads ever?
throw over to first. Boy, that was tight. Hirsch, the runner, was not off the bag a lot, but couldn't tell if he was watching. Witt has is kind of hung up on him here, even though he's got an 8-0 lead. Kind of thinking, why don't we just pitch here, buddy? That one's high.
Witt's got it in his craw over there a little bit for first.
He's pushing for a shutout.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Those are great commercials.
I think one of them might be a Tina Turner one.
Could be. 1 and 2. That one's lined up the middle. Oh, my.
What a grab.
Not too far to go with it, but hard hit. Shortstop just had to go to his left a little bit to make that catch. Hard hit by Gavin.
Heck of a catch over there.
For Hudson, no runs, no hits, 1 left. Now we're in the 4th inning. After 4, Hudson, Menomonie 8, Hudson 0.
Welcome back to Raider Field.
Jack Jensen.
Jack Jensen getting announced on the mound right now for Hudtown.
Jack Jensen.
Jack will give it a go up there.
Good to see Jack, the senior, getting a chance to pitch here. Jensen with the windup in the pitch. That one's grounded to the 5-6 hole. Shortstop gets there, backhand, throws. Oh, got him. Excellent play. I tell you what, Rambo did an awesome job scooping that ball. Both ends of that. Tough throw from the hole there for Zuli, but he's able to make
Wow, and the
ball,
replay.
make the
Look at
throw. But yeah, Rambo did an excellent job scooping that. Big out for Hudson.
Number 4, Izzy Burt.
that. Needed it. Is that Bristol? Yeah, I tell you, that's his spot. Right where that's the third time in a row he's hit
yeah,
it.
he
Right?
has, yeah.
That's a good spot to hit, I think.
Hey,
got 2
hit it-
through.
They always say, hit them where they ain't.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a famous quote from a baseball player, too, that was a Yankee.
Really?
You want to take a stab at that one?
No, forget it. What do you got?
Okay, so we're going to... Actually, his name really fits well to a cartoon bear. And both names. And that's another hint for you.
Okay, hold on. Mickey Mantle.
No.
Good guess, though.
That's Mickey Mouse. Mickey's a
Right?
mouse. I said a bear, but that's okay.
Oh,
1 and 2.
listen,
1
bro.
out. Ooh, that one's in the dirt. Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra. Got it.
Remember Yogi
Oh, yeah.
Berra? Right here in that name anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hit it where they ain't.
Hit it where they ain't.
No, there's no trick to this game. You just hit it where they ain't.
You got some good trivia going in that. I like that. Speaking of trivia, we're gonna have to work on our game.
Yeah,
This football
we
season
are.
coming
'Cause
up.
I'm telling you, a guy can run out of material pretty quickly. So
Seriously,
I'm gonna have to really dig deep into the archives, see what I can find.
it seems like we'd have like a trivia beast out there that we could like phone a
Well,
friend.
you know,
right?
there's a whole lot of. Looked like a good pitch that time, but draws the 1-out walk. What gets hard is we can talk, like if we talk Hudson football, we're talking. I can probably go back 10, 12, maybe even 15 years. Then I got to start doing some more research.
Sure.
So what we probably need to do is get some of the guys like Bobo or
Jillick.
Jason Anderson. Jillick didn't grow up here, so you need to find
okay.
a townie.
Okay, so Jason did.
Denny.
Bobo.
Talk to Denny. He probably got some names.
Oh, Denny.
And then maybe we can come up with
All right.
something a little deeper.
Like that.
But we'll and last year what was fun was like when we went to Superior and we of course went up there and thumped them. But we had Superior trivia. So you got Bud Grant up there. You got there were some other NFL players. Arnold Schwarzenegger went to school.
Craziest thing ever, right? Like, who would ever guess that?
Right. So I'm sure we'll find enough.
Yeah.
First pitch fouled off. 0-1. 1 out here.
I did like partnering with Willow River in
the pizza?
The pizza giveaway. Yeah, I thought that was really fun that Chris did that. Chris is such a great guy.
And, we can expand our trivia a little bit to even more Big Rivers type trivia.
Sure, sure.
People that are around here that follow high school football. That one's fouled off. It's going to be an interesting season. I think Hudson's going to be strong again. Next year, I think I told you this, but they are shuffling the conferences again. So both North and Memorial are leaving the Big Rivers.
What? Not this year, but next?
They're going to the Valley. They're going to the Wisconsin Valley Conference.
Who are we picking up?
Rice Lake is coming back.
Okay.
And 1 and 2 here. Jensen delivers. That one's fouled off. So they are each Big Rivers team will play either Memorial or North in non-conference, at least for the foreseeable future.
Just one game?
One game.
Okay.
So you're going to play either or, but it's going to be – so in other words, North is going to play at least one non-conference game against at least one Big Rivers team. Same thing with Memorial. So there'll still be those rivalries. But the biggest one that I read about, they were so upset that they weren't going to be able to play Chippewa because Chippewa's right in their backyard there. And so, no, North doesn't have much of a football program. I think they're getting better. Memorial's been off the last few years, too. Ground ball, that one's going to get through into right field for a base hit. Runner goes to second. Throw down to third. Runner does not advance. So runners at first and second here. 1 out.
So we pick up Rice Lake. Who else is coming in?
So we got River Falls back. So I don't know if they thought that we were, and they were back last year too. But it's Hudson, Rice Lake, Chippewa, Menomonie, New Richmond, River Falls. Who am I forgetting? Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Squares to bunt. That one's high. Throw down to second. Not in time.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Rice Lake. I don't know if I've ever done a game at Rice Lake football field.
Oh, really? They got a nice complex up there.
Decent over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
And, they've been a member of the Big Rivers for many, many years. They were in my high school conference when I was growing up. And actually, their football program has benefited greatly from it because they fall down to Division III for football.
Wow.
And back, 6 years ago, they won state football.
Yeah.
And they probably had 4 losses in the Big Rivers.
Yeah, they're a decent team, So they come out of this section with some heat.
Right.
Yeah.
And the same, I saw, now the baseball playoffs start here for them. They'll be in a different division. Probably Division II for baseball. Pitch is low.
Stop behind the plate there.
2-1. They have a really nice complex. We talked about Superior. Well, we've been up to the football field in Superior, which is that's a cool complex.
It's Rice Lake, the one I just feel like I've never been there.
Turf
field.
Turf.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they probably got a good press box getting in there.
That one's hit out to right field. Gavin charges, gets past him. 1 run is in. Runner from first is going to round second. Just took his eye off that for a second. Menomonie with another run in this inning, and runners at second and third with just 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup here, James Hoff is the batter.
There we go.
Infield in, trying to protect that run. That one's off the plate. Gets enough of it. Run's going to score. Throw over to first is high. Hoff is in there. Kind of wheels coming off here for Hudson.
A little bit. A little bit. I'm no baseball genius, but why don't you just go right to home plate here so he's kind of coming in because it's not a force.
Right. Yep. So the first base was empty, so it was a tag play.
Yeah.
And actually the runner had a pretty good jump. If the throw had been on, that would have gotten the runner at first. Pitch is a strike that time. Welsh is the batter. Got him swinging that time. They're going to try a throwdown.
That one gets away, and they'll score another.
Well, Coach Blaken's going to have a lot of talking to do tonight. You know, kind of one of those things.
They're still running the bases out there.
Yeah, just throwing the ball around willy-nilly out there. Again, it's that risk-reward thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to really protect a run, just got to know that throw's got to be spot on. The catch has to be spot on. That runner really wasn't going to move. Hudson moves up again to protect the run. Ground ball to the shortstop. That one gets past him. Runner will not advance. So unofficially, I've got 8 errors on Hudson tonight.
Wow. I feel like we need
errors and walks are going to kill you.
We need a cold shower and just regroup. Welcome back to Raider Field here. A little combo at the mound there.
Yeah, I saw Coach Blagan just kind of pointing to each player, and I think he's saying it's up to you guys, every one of you.
Yeah.
You need to step up. Somebody needs to make a play. Runners at first and third here for Menomonie. Trayson Witt, your batter. Witt, the pitcher for Menomonie today, only given up 1 hit so far, so no pressure from the Hudson offense on Witt. He's been able to hum right along.
He's been really
I'm
good
sure
on
we'll
the
see
mound.
him next inning, too. That one's jammed and fouled.
Yeah, Witt's been money. What's his pitch count? Probably like 60? Not even?
Not much over that.
No.
0-2 here on Witt. Jensen delivers. That one's in the dirt. 1-2.
Kind of feeling a little envious about your weekend you got coming up. I'm going to stop feeling that way.
It's going to be fun.
I'm going to feel happy for you.
You know what I'm doing after
Sounds
this,
like a great
though?
time.
You know what? In my truck, I got all my gardening tools. This is going to just tell you a little bit about my my week here. So we've got a community garden plat over here by Faith Community Church. It's up above.
Like the Sundin
there for
family,
about 20
or
years.
You're working it with a group?
Well, we have our own plot. It's 20 by 40, and then
cool.
and then there's like 50 other ones in there.
Sure.
And maybe not that many, 35.
Okay.
And so what I've been doing, Ken, ground ball down to third base, tough hop, runner will score. That was a tough one to handle. Third baseman that time just short hopped on him. Tough to handle. Runner does score. That's Brathall down there. So yeah, the garden is it's my little project. So my wife has done it for years and years. A couple years ago, she wasn't able to do it. So lo and behold, here comes Green Thumb Sundin.
Super Sundin,
Yeah. So
I had no idea.
I've been planting my plants this week and getting my mulch down. And
so let me hold on. I'm gonna guess you're a bean guy. You like the
a lot of beans. Yep.
When I guess you're a tomato guy.
Last year we made about 80 pints of salsa.
Oh, so then you have
Made about
cilantro
40
in there.
Oh, yeah.
Jalapenos. Do you have habanero as well?
I do. Yep.
The funniest thing, I didn't get a jar last year.
Well, I
Son
will
of
this
a-
year.
Put me down for one.
We make pickled hot peppers.
Oh, my
we make
gosh.
cowboy candy. We make salsa, hot, mild. We pickle beans.
Wow.
We make, what else? Tomatoes. You can do a lot of stuff.
Outside ball.
The one thing that we get so much of that literally I'm dreading the day that they start growing our zucchinis because
Really?
you can only do so much with them. I mean, there's zucchini bread. We figured out you can make these zucchini boats now that you basically take a zucchini, you cut it in half, you take the guts out of it basically, and you stuff it with like meat and cheese.
Yeah.
I can eat that.
Oh.
But other than that, Ken, I don't know what you do with it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So yeah, if you like some of that stuff, I'm happy
Got it.
to. Because right around football season's when I start.
I'd come over and help if you need some help too.
All right.
I'd be your helping hand. So I've dreamt of a salsa garden for a long time. And
Yeah.
our backyard where we've tried to do one is just a hot mess for
It's a
for
fly
deer.
out to left field.
Yeah.
Makes the catch.
The deer love our backyard. So it's a buffet back there. Basically.
Is it?
Anytime I try to grow anything, it's a buffet. Yeah, it doesn't make it. Yeah, I'd love a little garden place like this that we could go putts at and let her rip a little bit. Now, can you get water out there, or do they water for you guys?
There's
if you
water
need it?
out there. All the water's out there.
Wow.
You can there's mulch that you can use.
Huh.
They've got all the tools you want. Ground ball to the shortstop. Goes to 2 for the force
All right.
to get out of that inning. For Menomonie, though, 2, 3, 4 more runs on one hit. 4 runs on one hit, 2 left. After 5.5, it is Menomonie now 12, Hudson 0.
Welcome back to Raider Field. Ken, Aaron, and Jeff on our camera today. Smooth dozen up there by the
Yeah, I
Menomonie
mean, this
Mustangs
is
tonight.
kind of the end for Hudson if they can't put some runs on the board. Solheid is your batter leading off here for Hudson. I keep looking at my lineup, and I think keep thinking we're in the 6th looking at that Menomonie box score, but we are in the 5th.
Bottom of 5. What is that?
Still run rules will apply here.
Remind me on that. Is that 5th or 6th?
It's after 5.
Okay. So this is
I think
a problem.
it's 8
if
after
Hudson
5 or
doesn't-
10 after 5.
Hudson doesn't get a couple here, it's over.
Yep.
Got it. Well, let's get a couple.
2-0 here. That one's outside. 3-0. Yeah, I mean, tonight, Hudson, obviously not their best performance in the field, but again, offensively, they haven't put enough balls in play to really put pressure on this defense either. So Witt's been able to just kind of have his way. 3-1.
Yeah. Yep, got to get those bats going. It's two sides, right? Defense and that offense got to be cooking here.
Solheid draws the leadoff walk.
Well, I'll tell you, there are some times where you have a loss that hits you between the eyes,
Yeah.
and wakes you up at the right time of the year.
Yes.
I'm not throwing this one in the books yet, but it's darn close. And I'll tell you what, this could be the wake up where they're like, okay,
Yeah.
regroup.
Bennett Brathall, the batter. I know Bennett's parents. They run Kokoro volleyball
Oh, okay,
over
nice.
local people here. Great people. First pitch to Bennett is in there for a strike. Bennett just a sophomore, so we've seen some sophomores tonight for Hudson.
He's a big guy.
That one's hit right side. Right fielder charging. Second baseman calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 1.
Up next to bat, Eli Rambo.
Rambo up the plate. Can't believe we got a couple Rambos playing tonight.
Yes.
Pretty
Ryan was in there before. Eli made the nice catch over there in foul territory earlier in the game. Soul Hyde, your runner at first. That one's outside for ball one.
A good job of corralling that one. Got to get something going here, right?
There we go, yep.
Let's go.
Ball in the dirt. Catcher does a good job keeping it in front of him. 2-0.
All right.
You know,
so
that's it's funny that that's become a baseball kind of anthem. I won't say an anthem, but they play it at baseball games and hockey games, things like that, because it's from the Addams family.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the
like
Addams family. Yeah. It's funny.
2-1. Curveball.
Wow.
Rambo off the end of the bat. That was a good pitch. Tough one, though, as it's coming off, even to make contact. Those are ones you just get fooled by.
Got Sam Abrahamson in for Rantham, number 5.
Sam, we've seen him play some third base this year. Hudson down to their last out. 2 outs here. Soul hides your runner at first. Just misses there. Ball one. How about you? I forgot to. Oh, you said you're going up north, maybe to do a little pontooning with your top secret.
Yep, top secret pontoon.
Top secret pontoon.
You got it. Yep. We're gonna have the family, like my in-laws, out on it, and maybe Grandma Patsy. That's my mom.
That one's tight. 2-0. Now, where do those folks live?
Grandma Patsy is over in Chanhassen.
Okay.
And the Needham crew are over in Lake Elmo, so just hop, skip, and a
Close.
jump over the river there.
Yeah.
Yep. Great crew.
That one's high. 3-0 here on Abrahamson.
Yeah, the Needham crew, they like to keep it warm pretty much all year round, so they head down to Florida in the winter, which is fun to visit.
Yeah, I bet.
It's fun to have a place to hang out at. Yeah, good people.
That one's in there for a strike. 3-1.
Oh, it's going to be so darn nice this weekend. I think my grill's going to be fired up every night,
Every
Talking smash burgers on the flat top. I mean, it's steaks on the grill. That flat top's my new favorite this year.
Is it? Man, let's fall back.
Wow. Like, I just thought it was like, you can do a couple things out there. I love cooking on that thing.
Really?
I'll tell you one of the best
Is it
things
like
on
griddle,
it.
like a griddle?
Yeah, like a flat top.
Yeah.
Black stone or whatever it's called. You marinate chicken overnight.
Yep.
Whatever. And then just a good thin, like chicken breast. And it cooks it just perfect.
Wow.
Like on a grill, you can go from really good to bad almost like that, right?
Runner goes. That one's high.
All right.
So Abrahamson draws the 2-out walk.
Lawrence up to bat now. Yeah, big fan of the flat top. It's been fun to cook on that thing.
I've heard of those Blackstones. I hear they're pretty
Blackstone,
nice.
that's what it is,
Yeah.
You can pick them up for a couple $100 too, and I mean, it's just Shannon and I for the most part. So it's nothing huge.
Does it have legs, or you just put it on a table, or what?
Mine's a full. It looks like a grill basically,
Yeah.
with just it's at waist level, but they do have smaller ones that you can put on a table or take camping or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. A little far and away on that one. Ball one. Yeah, another purchase I bought this year. It's the thermal tip thermometer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the yellow thing. Roll it in, instant temperature. And that thing's been nice too.
Geez, just you and your technology, everything. You're
I do love my tech. Yep, I do like
some
my
people.
tech.
You know what some people call people like you?
High tech rednecks.
Nerds.
Totally. I'm a self-proclaimed tech nerd. Yep, I do love my toys.
That's awesome. 1-1 here. Peyton Lawrence, the batter. Curveball outside. Witt up to 78 pitches unofficially, so I don't think you're going to see anybody else coming in for Menomonie.
I don't think so. Witt's been pretty good. Pretty real good.
Outside. Might be getting a little tired, though. I mean,
Yep.
he's gone a couple walks this inning, deep in the count here.
3-1 is what I've got.
3-1.
Two-out rally going on right now.
That one's high.
Load them up.
I would expect maybe a walk to the mound from the Menomonie coach. Here he comes. It's usually the drill. Come out and talk to him. He's going to just try to settle down his pitcher. See, we got 2 outs here. Again, 12-0. I mean, the runners at this point don't really matter. We just got to try to get an out. Bet you those umps are getting hot, sitting there in black and gray. Whew.
Right.
Speaking of hot,
I'm hot
the
just
other
looking
night
at
at
'em.
softball, I went home and burned that shirt I was wearing.
You got upwind for me, and I was like, you're not kidding. That was a little ripe.
I was sweating.
That was riper than ripe. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
thanks, Ken.
That was a good one to burn. Hey, you said it in the first place. Thanks, Ken. Like I'm bringing it up.
Hunter Carlson, the batter.
That's one of those shirts you take off and you can stand it in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that.
We all have our moments. I've got a couple T-shirts that my wife really wants me to get rid of, but I'm like, they're my favorite shirts.
Yeah. It's my first Motley Crue concert.
Oh, yeah.
That one's in there for a strike.
One of them's this like 12-year-old Rogers Packer shirt that's just nothing but pit stains now. It's just disgusting. But I'm like, I love that shirt.
Carlson off the end of the bat. That one's turning foul. 1-2.
I think he's going to let one ride there. You got 1 and 2?
1-2.
Thank you. You got 0 and 2 or 1 and 2?
0-2. 0-2.
Yeah, it's tricking me over here. 0 and 2.
That one's high.
Oh, what?
1-2. Charge. High again. Carlson looking to drive one at a nice hit deep into right field last at bat. See if he can connect with one here and get Hudson on the board. 2-2 on him. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Got him swinging. Big game by Mr. Witt on the mound. Did a nice job and control the whole game. For Hudson, no runs, no hits, 3 left. That's your final. After 5, it's Menomonie 12, Hudson 0. Teams line up to shake hands here. So, Ken, this was the final game of conference. Of course, I mentioned before Hudson conference champions this year. Nothing really to gain in a loss in this situation, but nonetheless a momentum change. So,
Sure.
all of a sudden you're on a streak. You're conference winners. You got 7 wins in a row. We saw a mix and match of the lineup tonight, and again, that'll change come playoff time. We'll see the ace. I'm assuming game 1 for Hudson will probably see Burkhoff on the mound.
Yeah.
But it is a teaching moment for these coaches because you've shown how good you can be all year
Right,
with only
right,
3 losses. Now
right.
you're coming here tonight. Granted, if it would have been a clean ball game and lost, I think the coaches would have been like, okay, stuff happens.
Yep.
Tonight, 9 errors, a bunch of walks. And those are situations that you're going to get into big trouble in the playoffs the deeper you go if you can't get that stuff under control.
For sure.
So we're going to see it in a week, and I'm expecting a turnaround. But Hudson's got it's probably look in the mirror time and say, okay, who are we? I believe this, and I think the coaches will say this tonight, that this was an aberration. This isn't who we are.